Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the VHS Tapes podcast. Today, we are talking about the classic film Mean Girls. Not the remake, not the sequel, not the show, the original movie.
Hello.
And that's Sparks returning. She has VR now. This is the first time,
Yay.
first.
Upgrades.
This will be the first YouTube video where you have that.
Yeah. Woo.
And if you, the audience, give her a simple donation of $700, she can get legs. And
Cash App in bio.
she does. Alright, so movie begins with Caddy Heron. I'm saying that right. It's not Katie.
Katie.
Oh, it's Katie. I keep.
Yeah, it's Katie.
Damn. It's her first day in public high school after being homeschooled and spending the last 12 years in Africa, which is a interesting, backstory thing. She initially is having trouble when she comes in because she doesn't know anybody. It's a whole different culture. Because whether they're saying she spent the last 12 years in Africa, that means she moved to Africa with her family when she was 4 years old. So
yeah,
you would be very awkward.
So she doesn't know anything. Yeah, she doesn't. If she did know anything, she wouldn't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, she befriends Damien and Janice and learns of the Plastics, which is the school hottie clique. And as well as that, they map out the entire school cafeteria according to the various groups and cliques, just so she knows where not to sit. Just sit here.
Wait, were you were homeschooled, right?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't know that it's actually like that?
I mean, I would get it, but I would probably just go find an empty spot because I just want to be by myself.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. See, because I think on her first day of school, she actually ate lunch by herself in the restroom. But a lot of movies and TV shows and cartoons show that, but I have never seen anybody do that, and I don't know how that works because I don't know if it's like that everywhere. But there's no seat. There's a seat, but it's open. So are you just sitting? You're letting your pants get exposed, your shorts, whatever, to all the gross stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's in my high school, at least, it wasn't impossible to find a place to sit by yourself, but it was hard because every table was pretty much taken by a group, and if they weren't, it was kids who wanted to be by themselves or kids who just wanted to do homework or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it's her first day. It was probably a few days in. She ended up getting to sit with the Plastics because some guy came up to her trying to hit on her. He's literally trying to hit on every girl in the entire movie. And they're like, "Ew, go away! You're being weird." And then they just you can sit with us because you're pretty. And one of them,
interesting.
Which one's the dumb one? I can't remember her name.
Karen Smith is the dumb one.
Yeah, and she just goes on Wednesdays we wear pink, which is why we're here, and which is why I have this avatar.
On Wednesdays.
I made this a year ago because we were going to do this episode a year ago, and it just kind of fell apart.
I love Karen. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so then Janice begs her to hang out with them more so they can learn what Regina whines about all the time. She is the queen bee of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And because, and I'm only saying this as a quote, she's a scum-sucking road whore. And I love that quote. It's
oh
like,
no!
It's so mean, but it's like nowadays people would just like say you fucking suck. Like this is just so colorful.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of again, a lot of TV shows and movies and cartoons, they come up with these they come up with these crazy long freaking insults for somebody, but then in real life it's just like a one word thing.
Yeah.
Unless like you really want to dog on someone, then you'll think of something long, but for the most part it's just one word or two.
Mm-hmm.
They're very creative.
Yeah, I like it. But yes, as she's hanging out, she reveals like, "Oh, there's this guy in my math class I like," but Regina immediately shoots her down because she's. Oh wait, no, the others shoot her down because
the other
Regina's
girls,
ex.
Gretchen and Karen are like, "Oh no, you can't like him."
Which I'm like, bro, can my controller not do that face all the time?
Hold on. I actually wrote something about that. Hold on. Let me get my notes. So in the movie, whenever Katie is like, "Oh, I really like Aaron Samuels," or he's cute or whatever, Gretchen is like, "Oh my god, no!" And Karen's like, "Yeah, no, you can't like him." Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. Like you can't like him because you could be wrong when it comes to liking guys. And when she says it, she looks over at Regina, which implies that Gretchen did probably like someone, and Regina was like,
"Yeah,
no." Or, oh my gosh, I'm lagging so much. Yeah, but Regina was probably like, no, you can't like him, and there's a lot of reasons as to why not, because it could be like, oh, maybe that guy in Gretchen's eyes was cute, but to Regina he was ugly, and she was like, that would ruin our image.
Yeah.
Or it could be Regina liked him too, and she went, or like even Regina probably didn't even like the guy, but she just didn't want to lose power over Gretchen.
Yeah.
Ooh, little.
But yeah, it's still like, I get some ways. I get it. I totally would understand it if I was in that situation. Like, oh, you can't like him. He's like, he sells drugs or something, and I'd be like, oh yeah, oh thanks for the heads up. But yeah, I'll go buy some later.
It's like,
but it's just it's just petty reasons. It's like, it's dumb.
And it's like, well, actually, I'll wait a little later. Go ahead.
But yeah, like she continues hanging out with him, and then one of my other favorite lines in the movie: "Get in, loser, we're going shopping."
Yeah, it's iconic.
And yeah, they go shop. I guess they went shopping and stuff, and then they go back to the house, and they'd find that she has it's called the burn book. It's full of mean stuff they say about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I want to go back to the mall thing. So when they were at the mall, oh goodness. So there was the guy that was hitting on Katie in the cafeteria is the guy that Gretchen likes. So when they were in the mall, they saw him again flirting with another girl. And Regina called the mom anonymously and was like, oh, hey, this is Planned Parenthood. We got our test results. Let her know. and that got the girl in trouble. And everyone, well, not everyone, Gretchen and Karen were like, "Oh my god, that was so cool! Like, good job." But the thing, and I never really thought about this, but I did, like, my billionth time watching this movie. It was like, does Katie even know what she did? Because Katie has no idea what Planned Parenthood is.
Yeah,
So
she
I don't know
wouldn't.
if Katie even understands what Regina did was, I guess,
Yeah.
nice for them. She just saw that she did something and the girls were like, "Oh my god, awesome." So she just kind of was like, "Wow, this girl's pretty cool."
Yeah.
So that kind of further her it what am I trying to say? The admiration she had for her already went further, even though she didn't even know. She's probably still doesn't even know what Planned Parenthood did. She just saw that.
Yeah. I mean,
She what she could imply was that she did a good deed for a friend, and she was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god, she's not that bad."
Hopefully by like the time she got to college, she had like learned of certain stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, where was I? Man.
Oh, the house. The
Don't
village.
mind me. My note. I say this every time. My notes are just over here, and I just look schizophrenic. I got a window attached to my hand. I got the camera right here. You can see that. I think. Actually, no, you can't see this. You can see the camera there.
Hello, camera.
But yeah, they got the burn book, and like something gets written in. She just like tries to come up with something like, oh yeah, the teacher like sells drugs or something, and they're like, oh yeah, that's
No, that's later.
shit.
That's later. That's later. What they write is Damien, because Janice has said that Damien is too gay to function, and they wrote that in the book. Katie repeated it, and they were like, "Ha ha ha, that's funny." And she was like, "Wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't have said that." But also, it said that Janice Ian.
No, don't quote it. Don't quote it. Don't quote it. Don't quote it. Don't quote what she wrote.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay. They wrote a no word for Janice Ian. Which also, Katie doesn't know what that word is, I assume.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think of that.
In the movie, because I don't think she realizes. Well, yeah, she probably didn't realize what it meant until later on in the movie. Revealed that she thought she was a lesbian, and she probably was like, "Oh my god, that's what that word means." I don't know.
Oh no. I see.
Yeah.
See the problem. I think the problem with the whole, our families spent like 12 years in Africa. Like you kind of forget about that because it's like the movie starts and she says like, "I've spent the last 12 years in Africa. Now I'm in high school. Forget about that." There should have been some more stuff worked in about how she just like doesn't know how to function in society.
Yeah, it was just like, "Oh, she doesn't know who this music artist is." Ha ha ha. And that was it.
But yeah, it's at this point Regina finds out that Katie likes Aaron, so she gives her permission to like him. And then when Katie gets invited to the Halloween party, she's suddenly back in a relationship with the guy. So this is where Katie decides like, all right, we're gonna fuck her up. Also, the others were annoyed she showed up as like a scary Halloween bride instead of being like a slutty bunny or something. Which I'm like,
but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, bro, why do we gotta be looking all, sexy? I say that while I wear this. I have a bunny outfit on this avatar, not this particular edit, but on a different edit.
Oh my goodness, scandalous!
I'm not sure I can wear it.
I have a bunny one too, but it's super old from when this game first started. It's it's not good.
But yeah, so she keeps hanging out with Aaron. She's just dangling him like a carrot on a stick. So Katie's like, all right, we're going to sabotage you. She tries all sorts of shit. namely, one thing Janice does is she cuts holes in the top right here, and everyone else at the school, instead of like, oh, that's weird, they're just like, oh, we'll just do it too. Clip, clip. So everyone's just walking around with, and like, it's so stupid.
It's so funny though, because in public high school, I think that would happen, but it would get shut down very, very quickly, depending on where you live and how the school system is.
Yeah, I don't.
I know my high school. It's a good high school, but the students there are mainly low income, middle class students. So a lot of things, despite being a good high school in a good area, a lot of things like that will happen. So I would see similar stuff happening, but unlike the movie, which again, it is a movie, that gets shut down. Stuff like that gets shut down really quickly. But we don't see that in the movie. I kind of wish we did.
Yeah. Just like, a thing going up like, hey, this will not, this is against dress code. Also, wow.
Yeah.
You're out here on the podcast telling your whole school that they're poor.
We know we're okay. If anybody from my high school is seeing this, I don't care about your living situation. I'm not judging you because I'm poor too, okay? I'm not judging you.
But yeah. So, the next thing, she gets a candy cane sent to herself from Regina.
Yes, the candy.
And then Gretchen's like, I didn't get one. And so she's like starting to turn Gretchen against her. And then we get the Jingle Bell. Go ahead.
Okay, turning Gretchen against Regina. From earlier, whenever we were talking about how Regina doesn't let them date certain people or like certain people, I would have loved to see that be used for turning Gretchen against Regina, like for that to come up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been a really good.
Yeah.
I lost connection. Oopsie. But did I move? Anyway.
Gotta pay your internet bill, Sparks.
I'm bored. But it was... Oh. Okay, there was a thing. But I think the candy cane and then the concert, the talent show.
Yes, they...
I feel like adding the crush thing would have been cool too. But, it's a movie. Have a limited number of time, so, yeah.
Yeah, and then we got the Jingle Bell Rock thing at the talent show, and it's
so
just
iconic.
like... It's like... No, that shit was not appropriate. Even back then.
The only thing that would have, in my high school, that would have been okay would have been Damien singing. Because what Kevin did was not appropriate.
Yeah.
And them too, and the girls.
Yeah, just like...
I think I...
Because it's not just the outfits, like they're dancing, and then they're like,
Yeah. Which is interesting if you think about it, about the dance routine, because it's revealed that the dance routine was Janice's. Janice came up with that whole thing when she and Regina were best friends in middle school, which means they thought of that dance in middle school, that inappropriate ass dance. So that makes it worse.
They do it every year too.
Every year.
And I imagine, the skirts probably started down here, and like by the time we get to the movie, they're like here.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, they just get lower. Which is funny because the talent show makes me wonder if they think they have talent, or if they're performing in the talent show because they'll be in the spotlight and they'll get attention from it.
That's it.
I want to know what the reasoning for that is. It's probably that one. I don't think. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe Karen thinks she has talent. I don't know.
But yeah, there's some mishaps, and she also has her she has Katie switch places and take Gretchen's normal place.
Gretchen's place.
And then Gretchen messes up and accidentally kicks the boombox, which that's one of these for those of you people that don't know.
Yes.
The way it functions is you put a cassette tape inside and then you hit the button. And then some of them, and then eventually they worked on with CDs, which was they look like
I had a CD one.
They look like Blu-rays. Unrelated, older, and with this podcast, can I not hit the things? This was before DVDs. This is what we had before DVDs. A VHS tape.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
Off topic, but looking at me, he wants me to play.
But yeah, then this is she's completely turned against Regina at that point. And
oh yeah.
Katie, however, is basically starts to lose it and just becomes a true plastic, slowly turning off Janice and Damien, because of the way she's acting.
Janice.
Did I say Janie? I meant Janice.
You said Janice.
Whatever. All right. Eventually, through feeding Regina these she tells her that they're weight loss bars or something. But they're actually you eat them to gain weight. But the label's in Swedish.
So she doesn't know.
Yeah. I want to know how Katie learned that in Africa, though.
I would assume maybe her mom was feeding them to a kid, or maybe when she was a kid she wanted one, and her mom was like, no, you can't have that because this is for this reason, and that's how she knew. I don't know.
Well, let's see. But yeah, so she's eating these, and it puts weight on, and she eventually has to wear sweatpants. And this is the point where she is considered lame enough to be kicked out of the group. Not just for being mean.
Which is crazy.
But for wearing sweatpants, the greatest crime of all time.
Yeah, sweatpants are amazing. But I'm really interested. I should have looked into this. If the movie impacted girls and women, because she didn't really gain that much weight. She was still really skinny. And then when she bumped into that girl in the cafeteria, and that girl was like, oh, watch out, fat ass, or whatever, and they looked at Regina's butt, it looked like a butt. Like a regular butt.
So here's the thing. Here's one thing you're forgetting. This is 2003-ish. This was the time where if a girl had a big butt, it was ew, gross. And then a magical song came out, and everyone decided that they liked, big butts.
They like big butts, yeah. Which is crazy, but even though at the time gaining a pound or two was probably seen as
I know,
getting fat, it just makes me really wonder what that was like for a lot of the girls who watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy because she looked great to me.
Yeah. And I scrolled too far. But yeah, at this point, she's kicked out. Katie becomes the new queen bee. She hosts a party at her house while her parents are gone. And Aaron ends up rejecting her, calling her a Regina clone. Damien and Janice get super pissed that she ditched them for the party and also didn't invite them. So Regina learns from, like, I guess her current guy or whatever, that Katie sabotaged her with the candy bars. So she puts a new entry in the burn book of herself and then turns the book into the principal.
Ooh.
She puts copies of the pages everywhere. I like, they get called into the office and Gretchen's like, they're like, oh, we didn't do this. This is all Regina. But, like, it doesn't look like that to, the principal. And she says that my father, inventor of the toaster strudel, wouldn't be happy if he heard about this. And I'm like, that's just the original my dad owns Microsoft.
Yeah. My dad owns Discord.
Yes.
He's gonna ban you.
Well, yeah. This girl named Dawn finds a page that says she has a huge ass, and it's like, who would write that? This other girl just comes up to her and says, who wouldn't write that? And she just clobbers her. But here's the thing.
No.
I don't think the girl was being mean. I think she was giving hell a thirsty eyes. Like, she was complimenting her.
Me too. I wrote that down. Because every time I watch the movie and I've seen that part, I'm like, it seems like she's into it. Why are they fighting?
Yeah, she's like, damn girl,
why
you
does
got
she
a
get
fat
so
ass.
Like, damn. Yeah. It's so funny. Also, I'm really interested. That one girl that they wrote about that said made out with a hot dog. How did that? How? Like, what was I need to know the context to it.
So, a hot dog is shaped like a certain something, and she probably was like,
I know, but it...
And it was one time. She was practicing.
But still. Oh, no. And she, I think she was part of the stoner group, so maybe she was stoned when it happened.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Oh, no.
But yeah, then we have...
Oh, no, I can't scroll.
Everybody's just fighting each other. The principal stops it with the sprinklers, sends all the girls to the gym, and then has to get Tina Fey to help everyone talk everything out. I don't remember what the teacher's name was. I'm just going to call her Tina Fey.
Yeah. Oh, it's Miss Norbury? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why
Tina Fey.
Janice, however, exposes Katie and simultaneously gets everyone cheering for her actions of because what she says that she was doing and everything. And then Regina gets hit by a bus. Tina Fey gets investigated for selling drugs. And Katie decides to just drop the bullshit, and she admits her lie. So she's grounded. But to make up for the stuff, Tina Fey has her join the mathlete contest, and her dad accidentally lets her go to that, despite the fact she's grounded. She wins them the championship. Yeah. She goes to the spring fling. She's declared spring queen. And instead of just taking the crown, she breaks it up and just gives it to everybody. There were way more pieces thrown than that thing was made out of. Because she she took like a quarter of it. Here you go. Another quarter. Here you go. Another quarter. Here you go. And then she threw like 20 more pieces.
Yeah, everyone like pretty much got one.
Yeah. But yeah, then she gets to dance with Aaron, and it's a nice happy ending. The plastics broke up. Regina got into sports to, get her anger issues out of her. Karen did school weather announcement with her magic rain detecting boobs. And Gretchen got into a new clique. I forgot to mention, she says at one point, she can tell when it's raining because her boobs are wet.
Yeah. Gretchen gets with the Vietnamese kids, and I believe I read somewhere a while back that at the end of the movie she's not even speaking Vietnamese. She's just saying she's being racist basically and just saying random shit. And that's why the Vietnamese girl at the end looks at her and she's like, "What?" And then Gretchen continues, and it's like she's just saying, "Yeah, nothing."
I would say it's more or less she's just being so stupid that she thinks that if she just imitates her
I couldn't
speech,
think of a. Yeah, I, for lack of a better word, I had to use racist was the first thing that came to mind because I couldn't think of how to describe it. But I'm sorry, it's not that. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's a deep discussion. I don't know.
But yes, at the end of the movie, the juniors begin arriving. You know, the next generation of what will become high schoolers. And can you not please? Damn fucking.
There's colliders in this world.
Colliders. There should just be an automatic thing in every world that you just shut off colliders for like furniture items.
But this world is great to whoever made this.
Yes.
Regardless.
Let's see the name of the.
It's very pretty.
I can say part of the name, bright. Lunar. There's some like other. I can't tell what that first half of that name is. But yes, and we see walking with them the next generation of plastics. 3 girls wearing pink, just walking. Which could have set up a sequel where they go after them, but apparently it only. I don't know. There is a sequel, and I think it's with like what's supposed to be those 3 characters, but I don't think anybody cared about it.
No, I never watched it. I heard it was really bad. I kind of want to watch it, but I have a feeling that I'm not even going to be able to get 10 minutes into
it. But yeah. There, I was just changing where I was standing. And now, I think that's about all I've got to say. So,
I have many things to say.
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
No, what were you going to do?
I was going to walk off camera just because I can.
Oh, wait. Let me say. Wait. Okay, anyway. Let me see. What did I have to say? Some things I noticed rewatching this for the billionth time. And the beginning, the next day, like the second day of school, Katie gets to class quicker so that way she could sit at the desk furthest away from the kid that farts a lot. Like she's speeding there. Oh, I think everybody knows this at this point, but Lord, I don't think you do. But you know how they say that Regina's hair, whenever they're talking about Regina, they're like, "Oh, how do we describe Regina George?" One girl's like, "Oh, I heard," or is it a guy? I don't remember. But someone's like, "Her hair is worth like $10,000 or something." I think technically that's true, like in real life, because the hair the actress was wearing was a wig the entire time. That was not her real hair. No, and it was apparently, I think it was really expensive too.
Yeah, because like a movie quality wig would have to be quite expensive. It might not be just the one, because like they have multiple ones in case something happens to one of them. But yeah, they'd have to make duplicates. It could probably collectively cost that much. But yeah, a lot of behind the scenes stuff is so expensive because you got to have like duplicates of costumes. If a character's got this one shirt, they got to buy like 20 of the same shirt. Because God forbid you shoot a scene and somebody spills ketchup on themselves and you can't get the stain out.
And then
then if somebody gets a ketchup stain on them in the movie on purpose, then they got to purposefully match that stain to all the other shirts. And still have backups in case they got to reshoot something. There's so much shit you got to do. And then at the end of the movie, it's all thrown away. Which is like...
I would buy it, to be honest.
I would, like,
if
I did a movie and I had all this stuff and I'm like, okay, certain things I would definitely recycle and I'll be like, I can use this for the next movie or whatever. But certain things I'd be like, you know what, let me just go put this up. We'll sell this and some fan will buy it. We'll watch it first. And we will not confirm that certain people watch it because somebody would definitely be like, oh yeah, let me just buy this shirt that this actress wore. Nah.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Okay, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to sell the clothes. Mm-mm. Somebody's going to get into
No.
that.
Yeah.
But we could totally be like, oh yeah, let's sell the Nintendo Switch that we used in the movie.
With all the games and the saves.
Yeah.
When let's see. Oh, okay. Something I learned before watching this movie was when Kevin gives Katie his business card for the mathletes, the phone number on there, I thought it was a real number. I didn't call it or anything, but I tried to find out if it was actually a real number, but I forgot it. But then later on, I learned from Gravity Falls from Bill Cipher. Shout out to Bill Cipher.
Of course, you find a way to bring Bill Cipher into this.
Because I learned it from this, that in the number for Kevin's business card is 847-555-2148. 555 is used in movies and TV shows when they want a phone number in there. 555 is how you know that number's fake. So even if you call it, it's not gonna work. So every movie, show, and whatever, they 555 will be in there somehow. So I learned that. Thank you, Gravity Falls.
Oh, that's weird.
What else? Oh, what?
I tried to draw a Bill Cipher here, but in the camera, it's just a streak of pink.
Wait. Oh no, he's pink now.
Yeah, it just draws it straight to the floor. What the fuck?
Canonically, Bill Cipher can see what we're doing.
Not anymore.
Every iteration of him can see. Oh, anyway. Anymore. What else? Oh, there's like this random spot in the movie where Katie's talking to Janice, and they start. I don't remember what the word is, but she says something about crack, and then Damien's like, "Say crack again," and she's like, "Crack." I do that. Sometimes I'll just randomly. Because of the movie, I'll just randomly be chilling and I'll just think of the word crack and I'll say it out loud because it's just so satisfying to say crack. Crack. I don't know. I don't know why. When they were trying to sabotage Regina because Regina was cheating on Aaron, and they tried to prove it. At one point, Damien stole, quote unquote, Katie's purse, and Aaron went after him, and they ended up finding the coach and one of the Vietnamese students making out, and Damien took off his mask. Did Aaron, that made me wonder, did Aaron not be like, Damien, why the heck did you steal her? I wonder what the aftermath to that was. Let's see. There's something I want to get into, but it might be too TMI.
Oh my.
That's also kind of probably TMI. What?
Girl stuff, maybe.
Yeah, girl stuff. But the girl, when they're in the gym, and the principal was like, let's talk about girl stuff, and that girl says something. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. That's real. That's legit. That's some real shit, you know? What else did I write?
I have no idea what you're referring to.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Here's something that I really, really liked. Towards the end of the movie, Janice and Damien is gay. Janice and Damien kiss at the spring clean. It's very quick. It's like, and I like that they did that because why did I say that? Because we know they're friends. Guys and girls can be friends. We know they're friends. They know they're friends. But the air, the atmosphere in the spring fling, kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I guess symbolism in a way. Society at the time, and I guess even now, wouldn't want a guy and a girl to be just friends. So the atmosphere, everybody canoodling and all that was like really perfect for them to kiss. And I like that they did that. And they knew it was gross, and they themselves were like, ugh, but they still tried it out to be sure. And I like that. I think that's kind of wholesome. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but
yeah, because like they were both they're both gay, and they're like, hey, maybe we're bi. Nah.
Yeah. It was just like, yeah. And I like that. I think that was really wholesome. But I wish I think oh my god. Did you I should have did you ever see the Walmart commercials? Do you know about the Walmart commercials? Okay, so Walmart, I think it was last year for Black Friday, Walmart did Mean Girls commercials, and they got some of the cast to come back and act as Mean Girls. They didn't get everybody, so I don't think the actress for Regina George was in it. Janice wasn't in it.
Oh, she's.
I don't think Aaron was in it. Yeah, Damien was in it. Kevin was in it. Katie was in it. Gretchen and Karen were in it. Also, Missy Elliott was in it randomly, but I love Missy Elliott, so whatever. Who else was in it? I don't remember, but in the Walmart commercials, they show Gretchen is married with kids, and she married what we can kind of assume she married someone from the Vietnamese group because her husband's Asian and her kids are Asian, and I like that. I like that they did that, like a future thing. And then they do the talent show, the kids. Oh
no.
But I think they changed the choreography. I think it's wholesome. I don't remember what it is, but Damien works at the school, I believe. And so does Katie. Katie's a school counselor. So that's what that's what happens to her in the future. She's a school counselor.
Being commercials, they
and then Karen
don't technically mean that they're canon, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know, but it's nice to like kind of think about like, what happened to them. I think that's cute. And Gretchen, is obviously rich, and the white gold hoops earrings that she got. White gold hoop earrings that she got that she couldn't wear. She ended up getting the same pair for her daughter for Hanukkah in the Walmart commercials, which is so cute. Cause she couldn't wear them because Regina said no. I'm so glad Gretchen's herself.
Nice. Maybe we can get a true sequel called Less Mean Girls.
Not so Mean Girls.
If I snagged on something.
Are you a mean girl? Are you a mean girl, Lord?
I'm nice.
Am I a mean girl?
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not a mean girl. Yeah.
I can.
Who do we think is a mean girl?
I can be mean.
No,
Watch.
don't do it. I don't have full body, but pretend like I fell.
That's good enough. Good job.
You're not wearing hoops, but they're kind of hoopy.
Yeah, I don't have hoops. I don't think I have any avatars that have hoops. I don't like those kind of earrings. Too big and whatever.
Yeah. They're nice on other people, but not me.
Technically, I have 4 ears because I got human ear. Well, I got elf ears.
Yeah.
And then I got the animal ears.
Mm-hmm.
But they look cute.
Do I? I don't think so. No, but
and if I could go back in time and show myself this video in 2020 or 2021, you'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I think myself would be like, yeah, seems about right. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, it's because I'm in this pink girl avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, even in games in the past, most games I always had, you always play as a guy character, You know,
Mm-hmm.
he can be like a scrawny dude, or he could be a big muscle bound guy. And there's guns and violence, and it's fun. But then you get to
Mm-hmm.
I'm tangled. Then you get to play like
Uh-oh.
a female character, and you're like, oh, I'm pretty now.
We should do a podcast on that because I've always wanted to know why guys play female characters in some games.
So there are 2 reasons, actually 3. It's
I
cute.
know.
This is reason number 2. And this is number 3.
Oh,
there you
no.
go. There we did. That's the whole episode.
No, I need an actual discussion.
Okay, so
this isn't related.
We could, but it's not gonna talk. It's not a long thing. What it really is
I can
it's
make
cute.
It a long thing. Wait.
It's hey yo.
No.
Out of context clip.
Out of context. No.
But anyway, like it started as like the female characters in a lot of games. They have smaller hitboxes because they're smaller. Sometimes they can move a little bit faster. Some games, it's just people think they do. But yes, it's also because guys, we appreciate cute stuff, and like this is where I can come on here and I can be cute and stuff. It's also nice to wear like a Goku avatar and just be like, oh, muscles. But like,
oh, Hildebrand.
This is cool too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, is that everything?
I mean, I could go on and on, but then this video would be like 4 hours.
Yeah. All right. With
so
that,
yes,
I say, whoops. Hang on, trying to find my spot. I'd say that's it, and because I have full body and I'm just gonna like. Did I make enough?
Mute.